What is good, YouTube? This is your boy, Stephen Rock 137. How we all doing out there today? Well, and furthermore, I think this is the biggest shout-out video ever in Stephen Rock history. And I'm going to do a tune. I think it's, first of all, let me get all the shout-outs. And I hope I didn't miss any of you this time. Because like I said on my latest video what I did, jot down your name and you get a shout out. You get a shout out in my video. So, let's start off with the first one. Shout out to Huge Jace, Mitchell Dunkman, Patrick Jacquo. Shout out to Joe Hicks Rebel. Probably the filthiest. L1 NK Dubstep. Shout out to Wished Thought. Andy from London. Shout out to Benjamin Payne. Shout out to Mr. George Garrode. Shout out to Max the Bass. Shout out to Glenn Davison. And shout out to B Jane I764. And shout out to Death Dealer 12334. And shout out to I Faith HD. And shout out to BL4Z3DM3RK4G3. And shout out to Heartbreakings. And shout out to Tom Carter 100. And shout out to UK Dubs 97. Shout out to Lazy Robert 09. And shout out to Trishon Dubstep. And shout out to Laxen 212. A shout out to This Is Loco 1. A shout out to Knees Gamer 1991. The Sound Addicts Backyard Bombing. A shout out to Orange. A shout out to Nick Veroclus. Shout out to Diverse Dubstep. A shout out to JMO, The Pre-Shit and God. Will Cracky Adams. A shout out to Moth Vendel. A shout out to James D. Camel D. A shout out to Peter V. So that's like a 3-minute shout out list. That is unbelievable. I cannot fucking believe that. A 3-minute shout out list. That's like unbelievable right there. I mean, I don't know how long my other shout out list has been. But when I seriously, I was pretty surprised, got a lot of people who commented on the video, and, I appreciate it from every single person. Wherever you're from, once in a blue moon, you go ahead and you get a hater. You might want to say something like rude or disrespectful about you. But, actually, one of the things I want to tell all of you, and just in case if you guys are ever wondering, I've actually lost weight. I've actually lost. I used to weigh 295 before, and I lost 50 pounds, and I'm about 250. So all those people out there who want to hate, try to say that I'm fat. It doesn't hurt me. You're only hurting yourself. Because anything what I do, I try. And there's nothing wrong with trying something out in this world, with making a video and posting it on YouTube. Because all I like is when people show respect to me, and I show respect back to them. Just like you subscribe to my page, I usually subscribe back to your page. Because that's showing respect right back to you. So I just wanted to put that out there So in case if there's some of those haters who think they want to say shit like that, they're only hurting themselves. Now, let's get on with the tune what I'm choosing for my video. It's going to be SKRILLEX, Scary Monsters, and Nice Spirits. So, everyone, no one's home. So I'm so ready for this, and I know all of you are. Here we go.